Welcome to Season 3.
The sand pile effect is real. Per Bach, a Danish scientist, graphically demonstrated how self-organizing systems work. And if you don't know what a self-organizing system is, hold tight. Essentially, as a bunch of interdependent pieces of a system, whether it's a business, a society, a beehive, organize, there are predictable failures and limits to their success. They found that this was perfectly illustrated by a pile of sand. As the sand dribbled out from an hourglass, it formed a cone, a pile of sand, a sand pile. But as it grew, it reached a critical height and never got taller or shorter permanently. It had a steady state of continuous collapse, some minor, some major, simply based on the individual properties of each grain of sand. The system will self-organize the same way every time. Even with endless analysis of each individual grain of sand, there's no consistent way to predict where the system will cap, unless you simply let this happen. So the next time you hit a wall or a ceiling, the next time you feel your self-organizing system has reached its peak, it might be completely natural. And the only way to build a higher pile of sand is to change the properties of the sand itself. It's almost like tinkering with small changes to each individual grain of sand, 1% at a time. But until then, consistent, normal failures will cap the growth based on the properties of the sand and the environment that it's in. Whether you're building piles of sand, or working out, or working on yourself, or simply working, just know that natural ceilings are perfectly natural. But to overcome it, you have to change 1% at a time. Just like changing the individual properties of every grain of sand in a sand pile. In our next video, we'll share a couple stories from the book Deep Survival by Lawrence Gonzalez and bring it back together on how this 3-part miniseries all connects. We'll see you at the next episode.